President, Bauchi Central, and presently the acting minority leader, as at today. Mr. President, I am really delighted with the richness of this motion. This is a motion worthy of the Senate chamber. The details, the eloquence of presentation clearly spells out what the Senate is and what the Senate should be. Mr. President, this matter is unanimous. Nigerians commend their president, commend their armed forces, commend everyone involved in securing these objectives. Mr. President, what comes to my mind? We have had stories of rescue, and a lot of people had reservations. But this particular already rescue is a real rescue. And looking at the officers that lost their lives, looking at their religious background, looking at their ethnic identity, it gives you a complete impression that this is a Nigerian operation, whereby Igbos, Hausa, Yorubas, Muslims, Christians have lost their lives. What gives this impression is that we know we are Nigerians. We know the caliber of who we are. Once we put our minds to it, Nigerians can not only move mountains, we believe once Nigerians decide to do something, they can lead this world. Mr. President, having said that, what is important going forward now is to take a cue. Now we have people arrested. These people must immediately be paraded, prosecuted, and let the law take its course. Delaying prosecution will create another impression that something is amiss. I therefore call on the prosecutorial authorities to please, as a matter of urgency, let them prosecute, let them parade, let them show an example to these people. Secondly, it is clear that this abduction has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with money, commerce. It has everything to do with business. When you see toddlers, 1.5 years, 2 years, confined to this ordeal, I begin to ask myself, how will these people view Nigeria when they grow up? You know, this is something that they will live forever. And these are 7-year-old, 1-year-old, 2 years old. Supposing they will stay for 80, 70 years, they will never forget this thing. So I employ the Oyo State government to also look for psychologists to them do what they need to do as psychologists. Secondly, the officers who lost their lives, the government and the Senate must ensure that this is done. The government must be seen to reward them openly. They cannot bring their lives back, but let the government do something tangible. It's not a matter of just give them a CON. No. Let them be provided with material things. And then secondly, the armed forces must also give them promotion posthumously, especially those who are alive. As long as you do this thing in the open, then you are encouraging security personnel. Therefore, I've been given 2 minutes. I would like to say, thank the National Security Advisor.
You have spent 4 minutes already.
To create this synergy between the security forces so that those who are in captivity in every part of this Nigeria must be seen to be rescued in a manner already abductees have been rescued. Thank you very much.
Senator Danduze.
My senatorial district is also one of the most affected in this criminality, but we have to commend the effort of the armed forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in terms of the sustained and coordinated operation to ensure the rescue of these children in Orire in Oyo State. And we have to commend the effort put in place by the President and Commander-in-Chief in making sure that those children are brought safely. Despite the fact of the trend, because the trend is one of the most dangerous and the most unfortunate place in Nigeria. But what is important now, I think it is very good to sustain this criminal operation against these criminals. It happens in Zamfara State recently, about 300 of them were neutralized. This is a very good development. It happens also in my senatorial district, about 10 of them were neutralized. It happens in Kaduna State. So what is needed now is to give the security, most especially the armed forces, the desire and the required support in terms of sustaining this military operation so that we can flush these criminals and also ensure safety and development of this country. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Wasilsai.
Thank you, Mr. President. I remain Wasiu Eshinlokun, Senator Representative. I want to join my colleagues in commending Mr. President, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Nigerian Armed Forces, and other security agencies for the successful rescue of abducted children and their teachers in Orire local government area of Oyo State. And also recognize the gallant security personnel who paid the supreme sacrifice during this operation. I want to also adopt all the prayers in this motion.
Thank you. Thank you. Your time is off. We'll now give 1 more minute because of so many people want to speak. Senator Titus Zam.
With colleagues, I'm Senator Dr. Titus Zam. I represent Benue Northwest. Mr. President, pouring of encomiums or commendations on Mr. President cannot be enough because of the effect of this singular accomplishment, both on the psyche, the politics, and even the economy of this country. Mr. President, leadership in Nigeria is a thankless job. Most at times, people blame than comment or praise. The time was when I reported in this chamber that my personal residence in my local government was touched by irate youths because there were security breaches in one of the villages in my local government. That is the extent to which the locals look up to Abuja for solution to all social, political, and economic problems. It does appear that nobody thinks that the subnational layers of authority have a role to play. And so when Mr. President comes clean on matters like this, he makes us feel very, very comfortable. And so I want to join my colleagues in commending Mr. President.
Thank you, Senator Dr. Titus Zam.
Sorry, conclusively, sir, that when we come to the prayers, we should always emphasize the expected complementarity of the subnational governments in managing the security of this country. So
Thank you.
they should have a role to play. After all,